Are the Kansas City Chiefs still the team to beat in the AFC? There's still the Buffalo Bills. They got better this offseason. The Browns got way better this offseason. Also, this other team, I'm forgetting them. It's slipping through my mind.
Cleveland Browns.
The Bills, the Browns.
Ravens.
Who else? The Ravens are
The
still
Colts,
there.
the Titans.
The Colts, the Titans. There are some
Patriots,
good teams. The Patriots.
the Miami
Ravens
Dolphins.
low-key got worse.
You think so?
They're still going to be good.
You think so?
Still
They
gonna
got Kevin Zeitler.
But losing
They got Kevin Zeitler, Rashad Bateman,
They have Lamar
Sammy
Jackson.
Watkins.
They have Lamar Jackson.
I'm not all in on Sammy Watkins. I'm not all in on Sammy
tough.
Watkins.
He's tough.
He's cool as an individual on the football field. Sketch.
He's tough.
He has moments.
Sketch.
He's sketch. He definitely is sketch.
What's the question?
So I'm saying,
He's
are
saying
the Chiefs
AFC.
still the team to beat? Do you have any team over them this upcoming season?
The Chiefs have to be the team to beat. They ran the division forget the division.
Conference.
They ran the conference for 3 straight years. 3 back-to-back.
Two.
It was
Two.
3. They went to the AFC Championship 3 years in a row.
And they lost.
And they won the next 2.
They
They
did.
ran the conference 3 straight years. 3 straight years. They've dominated. They've outperformed. I think last year was, a close year. Buffalo, we saw them make the modest improvement. We saw Cleveland make a jump. I think this offseason, Cleveland improved dramatically in
Tennessee,
the offseason.
that's another one.
Tennessee just picked up Julio Jones. It's going to be tough. But with Kansas fixing up their O-line, still having the best quarterback in the league, still having speedster Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, still having the best tight end in the league, that defense is still going to be good. I think the Chiefs have to be the team to beat. I think the Bills, they're still a Josh Allen leap away from being better. Baltimore.
You think Josh Allen has to take that leap?
Yeah, I think he
already has.
I think he has to reach like top 5. I think it's debatable for him to be top 5. I think he has to
So what do you
reach.
think he is right now?
He's top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's top 5.
He's not top 5.
Wilson, Rodgers, Mahomes,
Watson, Aaron,
Aaron.
Brady.
Shut it down real quick.
Yeah, early. You
Yeah.
should
Shut
have
it down
lost
real
that $5 again.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think
Last year he was a top 5 quarterback.
he played like it.
That's what I'm saying. Talent-wise, no, he's not a top 5.
Did he play better
Off
than
lessons-
Watson or Aaron? What about
his
Brady?
team won significantly more. He played better than Brady last year.
Did he play better than Wilson?
Russell Wilson, I say he played better than Russell Wilson. As a complete season,
I disagree.
as a second half of the season, Russell Wilson was mediocre.
I guess, but I disagree.
Did he even play?
Listen,
Let's get back to the topic, though.
okay,
Chiefs,
okay.
they're not the team
Fair
to
enough.
beat, in your opinion.
What?
No, he said they are.
They are the team to
Yeah,
beat.
they are the
Yes.
team to
Okay.
beat.
For if you're a Chiefs fan listening or watching right now, heads up. Drew right here is
He's
a
a Bronco,
Denver
yeah.
Broncos
So here it
fan.
comes, here it
So
comes.
this is a division rival right here. So are they still the team to beat?
That's a rivalry. They've been smacking out for mad long.
Listen, we're the better team. We're the better franchise overall.
Oh, okay.
Respect
Right,
us.
you are.
Yeah,
Did you have
we
what,
are.
2 rings? 3?
We have 3.
3. Okay. You lost like 7, right?
So I'll put my bias aside because I care about my journalistic career. That being said, they are. Unfortunately, they are the best team in the AFC. But prior to the moves that they made this offseason, I was very skeptical of this squad, particularly their offensive line. You cut both your tackles in Schwartz and Fisher. You go and you get an amazing trade package and going to get Orlando Brown for a steal. I close my eyes and I make that trade, giving up a first-round pick. And what else did they give for that?
They gave up a second, I believe, too.
That trade was it couldn't have been easier for the Chiefs to make. You go and you pick up Joe Tooney.
I thought his name was Thuney.
I think it is Tooney.
It's Tooney.
It's Tooney.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is Tooney.
H is silent, huh?
They gave him a decent amount of money. He'll probably play that left guard position, but God forbid something happens to that O-line. I'm sure that with the amount of money that they paid him, that he's more than flexible to play a tackle position also. You go and you bring Long, help me out. Kyle Long?
Kyle Long, yes.
Kyle Long comes out of retirement to come play for this Chiefs team. He's rested. We'll see what happens. I'm not having too many expectations for him here. That being said, he had a pretty good career over in Chicago. Who knows if the years off has benefited his body health-wise. Maybe he's playing motivated. I mean, you come out of retirement to play for a championship team. Of course you're motivated. You want to win a championship. But these offensive line moves is what solidifies this team for me. Last year, they were a top 10 defense. They have the best quarterback, unfortunately. They have the best tight end, unfortunately. They have a top 5 receiver, unfortunately, in Tyreek Hill. they have everything you could want in an offense. Truthfully, as long as you have Patrick Mahomes, he can make anything happen with the football in his hand.
Like you're like sad about this.
Unfortunately,
I am sad about it.
Unfortunately for you.
Listen, I'm being as honest as I can with being truthful to myself.
See, look, you're right, and let's talk about the offensive line moves. They got Orlando Brown Jr., Kyle Long, who injured his leg, but is going to be back by week 1. It's not a season-ending injury. Austin Blythe, Joe Tooney, re-signed Mike Remmers, who was really good for them last year, and Laurent Duvernay, who's coming back from COVID. He took the season off last year. But the thing that pops out to me in terms of this offensive line is that Orlando Brown Jr., Austin Blythe, and Joe Tooney are all coming from running offenses. Orlando Brown with the Ravens, Austin Blythe with the Rams, and Joe Tooney with the Patriots. This tells me the Chiefs want to be more balanced on offense. They don't want to be so Patrick Mahomes reliant. They want to give some of the workload to Clyde Edwards-Helaire or some of their other running backs. They want to spread the sugar to everybody, and I think that's going to help them long term, and I think that is the way to go. I still think they're going to have one of the best defenses in the league, probably top 10, because Steve Spagnuolo, I think his scheme is amazing. Their linebackers are the weakness, I think, in that group. They did draft Nick Bolton. Willie Gay Jr. last year as a rookie was really good. Anthony Hitchens is average. Their defensive line got better. They signed Jaron Reed, still have Frank Clark, Chris Jones, and Derek Nottie. And their secondary is getting better. I mean, they got not Bashar Breeland. They got L'Jarius Sneed, who was really good for them last year as a rookie.
Wade.
Rashad Fenton, Charvarius Ward. They also traded for Mike Hughes from Minnesota, who's a very young corner first-round pick. And they have DeAndre Baker on the roster as well, a former first-round pick. And their safeties are good, Tyrann Mathieu and Juan Thornhill. I mean, this is a loaded Chiefs team. And the team I think that's going to give them the most trouble is Cleveland because they had an amazing offseason. Their offense was already good, but on defense, they drafted Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. They also signed Anthony Walker from the Indianapolis Colts and the cornerbacks. They signed a Troy Hill. They got a John Johnson from the LA Rams. I mean, they have a really good defense now, at least on paper, and I think that's going to be their biggest challenge. But between the Browns and the Chiefs, I would go Chiefs because I think they're just a better team and they have the best quarterback. We still have to see what Baker Mayfield is. In the second half of the year last year, he was great. He was great. But in that first half, he was average. With OBJ coming back, is he going to come back down to earth, Baker Mayfield, or is he going to continue what he was doing? It really depends.
It makes no sense how without Odell, Baker is an elite quarterback. With Odell on the field, he's trash. It makes no sense. Odell is by far and away the best offensive weapon they have outside of Nick Chubb, of course, because Nick Chubb is prime time. Odell is sensational with the football. He's insane. When it comes to Baker throwing the football to Odell, they just cannot click. It makes no sense to me, truthfully. So, like you said, I'm interested to see how that plays out this season.
I have the Chiefs winning the AFC with a 15-2 record or 14-3. It's one of those, but it's one of those.
I'd be very upset with that.
Does anybody believe in the Bills to beat the Chiefs?
I personally don't.
I think they're still they're a wide receiver away.
I think they're a corner away. A great corner away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tre'Davious White isn't
think
enough.
he's
He's great, but they don't have.
No, I know what he's saying.
They don't
number two.
have Levi Wallace. He's their second best corner, and he's average.
Mm-hmm.
They need another guy in that secondary and a pass rush. They did draft Gregory Rousseau. We'll see if he's any good. But I think
if they would have went out and got Kyle
secondary,
Fuller,
I think that would have been very good.
Yeah,
that would have
for
been
sure.
very good.
would you take them over the Chiefs if they had gotten Kyle Fuller? Of course, it's hypothetical, but
It would have been a toss-up.
I think I still would lean Chiefs just
And I
because
think they
of the
have Josh
offense.
Norman. I'm not sure.
So what?
Yeah, but he's older.
So what? Cleveland or Buffalo?
I would honestly go Cleveland.
I think Cleveland's more complete, so that's why I would lean Cleveland.
Yeah,
and
Josh
Cleveland
Norman
has the
is
best.
a free agent.
Really,
Yeah, he's not even signed.
and Cleveland has the best defensive player out of the two squads by far.
Okay.
I wouldn't say they have the best corner because I think Tre'Davious White is the better corner. But
I like Denzel
Ward's
Ward.
not that far behind. He might be the fastest corner in the league. He's a lockup whenever he's healthy. Whenever he plays
I like Ward.
out of his mind. So it's definitely going to be interesting to watch the Browns next season.
Yeah, the Bills have the best quarterback and receiver though.
And Titans too. After getting Julio, that offense could not be more complete. Of course, the only question mark is going to be that defense, especially with last year. They ranked 31st in the NFL. Horrible on the defensive side of the ball. but they go and they pick up Bud Dupree. They go and they draft Caleb Farley. No, not Caleb Farley. I'm
they
sorry.
draft him.
Was it Caleb Farley?
Yep.
Who are you thinking of?
The first cornerback taken in this draft.
Didn't Shaw
Alex
take him?
Surtain.
No, he was the number 2. Horn.
Oh.
JC Horn.
Horn
That's
from
who I was
Carolina,
thinking.
yeah.
But you're right. Caleb Farley did get drafted to him. And that was kind of a steal. People prior to his back injury were thinking that Caleb Farley could potentially be the best corner in this draft. You go and you pick him up. I feel like those were really good additions for that side of the ball. I still think that they need more defensive tackles on that to stop the run. That being said, you add Julio to that squad, you just make him more unstoppable on offense. Derrick Henry's going to be Derrick Henry, so you know the passing game's going to be open regardless because you have to respect Derrick Henry's run game. And if you're not going to respect Derrick Henry's run game, he's going to rush for 200 yards on you. So I feel like either way, Tennessee's going to be successful, but it all comes down to their defense. So that's why I feel like there's levels to it. So I would go Chiefs, Browns, Bills. I feel like Tennessee's right there.
I like the AFC. It's looking real good this year.